Hey everybody, Jim Powers with HighSchoolSportsCaravan.com, and we're about a week away from the high school football season starting to get out, starting to visit with coaches and teams. And another stop here on our tour is at Lutheran South and their brand new head coach, Jameson. And Coach, first off, great year last year at U City, and you come here to the South County area to take over Lutheran South. How's the transition been, and how's everything going so far?
Oh, it's been great. The families and the community and the administration here have been great as far as the transition for me is concerned, and it's been a blessing the whole time since I got here back in May. The kids are working hard, the families are supporting, and administration is on board. So I couldn't ask for a better situation right now, and how it started off. So we're looking forward to it.
And the big thing here at Lutheran South is, Coach Fawcett didn't leave the cupboard bare. They had a very nice year last year. A couple plays away from a couple very big upsets, and a lot of those kids are back this year for you.
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Fawcett did a great job in the last 5 years that he was here. He ended the year 6-5 last year, and on a nice little run towards the end there, and he didn't. He left the cupboard nice and stocked for me, and the numbers are not where we would like them, but we got enough talent and enough athletes around to do what we need to do to try to be as successful as we can.
And I think the one name everybody's going to be talking about this year, I know we talked about him last year when we had a chance to see Lutheran South play, Cody Schrader, I think could be the best back in the area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's got every tool that you need when you're thinking offensively. He can run, he can catch, he can throw the ball even if we needed him to. But he's the complete package. I mean, he's a thick kid. He loves to run the ball, and he's a great leader. That's what we've been looking for since I got here, and he's taken that upon himself to take that role, as well as being the go-to guy. So that's going to make him very, very popular around the recruiting when it comes to that time.
And I know last year Coach Fawcett used a couple different looks, and I don't want you to let the cat out of the bag or anything, but I know they used him in a couple different looks, including some wildcat. Will we maybe see a little bit of that this year with Cody to try and get him more touches?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's such a great athlete, and he can do so many things for you that we want to get the ball into our athletes' hands. So, fortunately for us, we've got a very good young quarterback in Vito Orlando, and we've got some skilled guys out wide with Derek and some guys like that who can stretch the field. So, I only know one type of offense. This is what I do. It's not going to be a surprise to anybody. It's going to look a little different because we got a little different, right, type of machine to work with. But nevertheless, these guys are excited about what we're doing. It fits the personnel that we have, and we just tweaked it a little bit to make it work for us.
Obviously, defense is going to be the big key. And we'll talk about the Metro Conference here in a minute, but defensively, who are some of those kids we're going to hear a lot about throughout the year?
You're going to hear Keyshawn Spraggins. I mean, he's a kid that he's going to disrupt a lot. I know last year at University City we had Ronnie Perkins, a guy like that. He's that kind of guy. I mean, I think he can defensively be that type of guy that can be very explosive on that side of the ball and disrupt a lot of things. So and also we've got Christian Shelton, who plays middle linebacker for us, that he'll be another big impact on what we do defensively. And other than that, we've got a good supporting cast around him that our defense should be even better than it was last year.
Coming from U City over here to Lutheran South, the schedules pretty much mirror each other when you look at the type of talent. In the Metro, there's no shortage of talent. When you talk about Burroughs, the defending Class 3 state champs, you talk about MICDS, you talk about Westminster. This schedule for you guys is just a gauntlet running, starting in week 3, moving on through.
Yeah, it is a very tough schedule, but even along with that, you got some great coaches. I mean, these guys are very good at what they do. They get their kids rallied around their programs, and that's the hardest part about beating schools like that, because they have traditions. So, and that's what we want to build here. It is a hard schedule, but I think it's going to help us prepare for weeks 10, 11, and 12, if God will bless us to get that far.
Sure.
But that's why you want a schedule like that. I mean, it helped us last year at University City as we had a tough 4-game stretch early, and then late in the middle of the season we had some good teams, but it prepared us for those late season games that we get to see who we are early, and we prepare for those powerhouses as we get deeper into the schedule.
And obviously you've got a couple of those south side rivalry games. I mean, obviously I know everybody here in the South City area and the South County area looking forward to the Berg matchup. I mean, it's something that I think you guys want to establish is, hey, we're here to play football. We're not what we used to be.
Absolutely. I mean, these guys have created an identity for themselves because of what they did last year that has put them on the map, and they worked hard for that, and we want to continue that. So, we like the DeBergs and we like the Lutheran North matchups and things like that that are going to be some good rivalries for us as the years for me being here go on. But we look forward to those challenges. Those are all great football teams that if we can play and match up well with those guys, that'll set us up for some success late in the season.
Well, I know we're excited about the Week 3 matchup as you guys will start conference play against MICDS. We'll have that on highschoolsportscaravan.com, and I know it's a great time for you and a very exciting time for you, and it's going to be a lot of fun watching the first couple weeks.
Oh, that's a great program over there at MICDS. I got some guys that I used to coach when I was at Lindenwood on that staff, and that's a good football team. And again, another tradition team that are very well coached and will always be a good challenge for us. So hopefully we'll be prepared and we'll stay healthy up, leading into that game. But this season is going to be one that's going to be full of surprises and some good things that'll happen from this program that they've worked hard to produce.
You look like you're having fun.
I am, man. It is every day. These kids work hard, man, and they want, you see the fire in their eyes, and that comes from, you taste that. It's like that shark that tastes blood and water, man. They taste it, they want more of it. So that drives them every day. And for me and then for our coaching staff, that's exciting to come and see that these guys are determined to be the best that they can possibly be. So that always bids well for success, whether we win a bunch of games or we don't. But no matter what, these kids are going to give everything they got.
Outstanding stuff, Jameson. Thank you so much. We'll see you in Week 3, but we'll be following you the first couple weeks. Have a great start to the season.
And I want to thank you guys. You guys do a great job of covering St. Louis sports and putting some of these schools like Lutheran South out there for other people to see. But, you guys are great. Thank you for your time for coming over and visiting us.
Outstanding stuff. Jameson Allen, the new head coach here at Lutheran South. We'll see them in Week 3 on the highschoolsportscaravan.com as they'll take on MICDS. But we'll be following them, and we'll be able to catch up with them as we get ready for that game. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to www.highschoolsportscaravan.com.